This week on 49ers Sac-Hi Sports, the league races are winding down and we have the highlights. We'll show you Ponderosa taking on Oakmont, Manteca battling Kimball, and Bear Creek meeting Edison.
We have exciting girls hoops matchups with Vista Del Lago and Colfax, soccer featuring McClatchy taking on River City, plus the story of the Central Catholic basketball player and the sacrifices he makes to keep his little brothers safe. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Bronstein. We start tonight in Turlock, where the Pittman Pride have a chance to hang on to that first place spot in the CCAL if they can only pick up a win over the Downey Knights on Friday night. Pittman coming into the week with a 3-1 league record, led by senior Robert Salmon.
The Downey Knights come into the week 4-1 in league with one game left in the regular season. This matchup comes with league title implications. The game played at Pittman. Frank.
Mark Wills reporting, and it's hoops coming at Pittman High as the Knights come into town. Early on, it was home team getting after it. Seth Vink finds Avery Sanchez in the corner for a three. He's a freshman. Pittman up 6-0 to start the game. Pittman goes up 10-6 when Robert Salmon follows the shot with a semi-flush. We'll call it a courtesy flush. Pittman goes back to their center, Salmon, who's so good around the glass. He gets it to go, but Elijah Stein for Downey says, not so fast, my friends. And the Knights transition back to offense and scores it. And that got Downey going. Cameron Allen on the inbounds pass to Lloyd French, the hoop and the harm. Then Downey's Jamari Gonder drives and scores it with his left hand. Knights go on a 19-0 run in the second quarter. But Pittman's Vink finally ends the scoring drought with this three ball. The Pride trail by 10 at the half. Downey's David Jones over to French for the step back three. No, Lloyd then drives and goes high off the glass. Knights still with the lead going into the fourth. Pittman not giving up as Barron. Badesha finds Justin Anderson in the corner, and he's got the triple. It's now a 43-41 game. Pittman down 4. Baseline J is no good, but Salmons grabs the miss, and the backboard is his friend. Knights up 2. Let's make it 4 as Mr. Jones lays it in. He had 14 on the night. Pittman down 4 late, but Downey's Lloyd French with the steal, and the push up the floor goes behind the back and finishes the shot to put the game on ice. As of Friday night, all 4 teams now have 2 losses each. It's going to be a battle to the end.
Work hard, man. That's what we try to do. We just try to get the win. At the end of the day, we're doing pretty good this year, so I believe in us at all times, no matter up and downs.
Luke Galindo coming at you from Antelope High School as the Titans get ready to face the Bella Vista Broncos on Monday night. Bella Vista gets things started as Nick Lira is a nice underhand layup off the glass for 2. Antelope responding quickly as Donovan Johnson races towards the hoop and gets the layup to go after a few bounces off the rim. Antelope inbounding at their own baseline. Cabrain Odom with the ball and hook shots it in. Antelope now leading 10-9 with a minute left in the first quarter. Jack Raymond pulling up from 3-point range and he swishes it. Bella Vista takes the lead 12-10. Dylan Harms controls the ball, and with 2 guys on him, he's able to muscle in that layup for a hard-earned 2 points. Antelope starting to get back into rhythm. Julian Elias from 3-point range and drains it. Antelope trailing by 1, score now is 17-18. Bella Vista going up for a layup, but Max Driffin says, not in my house, and swats it away. Mayor Sullivan receiving the inbound pass, goes up for a layup, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and tips it back in to finish that persistent shot. Trayvon Weatherspoon showing his 3-point range as he knocks down the shot. Antelope now leading by 6. The very next play, almost from the exact same spot, is Julian Elias, who hits the 3-pointer, extending their lead to 9. Bella Vista starts the second half off strong, as does Dylan Harms, who gets the layup and the and one. Cabrain Odom drives in, hits him with the spin move, fades away, and gets the mid-range jumper to fall. Damian Rickett with a wide open 3 look, and he's able to knock it down. Bella Vista is now only behind by 1. Jack Raymond faces down Antelope defenders, pulls up from mid-range and hits it. They still trail Antelope with less than 5 minutes left in the game. Mahir Sullivan gets the inbound pass, fakes a pass, drives in towards the hoop and slams it down. I can't wait to watch that again on our weekly dunk post. This back and forth battle ends with Antelope winning 56-52.
Brian Mueller saying hello Tuesday night from Argonaut, where the Mustangs were trying to hand Calaveras their first mother-lode league loss of the season. Argonaut got off to a 6-0 lead, but boy, did Calaveras respond. Sierra Lowry gets the steal, then Madison Clark takes it all the way herself. The teardrop finish, and Calaveras now has a 7-6 lead. Later in the first, Bailey Clark gets it to Brooke Nordahl. She hits the three to make it 10-6, so we currently have a 10-0 run. That continues into the second quarter. It's a sister-sister act. Madison Clark to Bailey Clark for three, 19-0 run. More like a marathon at this point. We're late in the second quarter now, and Calaveras is still cruising. First shot is off the mark, but Nordahl puts it back to cap a 29-0 Calaveras run. They have a 23-point lead. Third quarter now, still a comfortable Calaveras advantage. Bailey Clark is off on the three, but follows her own shot and gets it to go for two, 35-14 Calaveras. But the Mustangs would mount a comeback. Gabby Gaskin hits a pull-up three. Argonaut is within 20. Final 30 seconds of the third. Liliana Carson forces the turnover, and there goes Gaskin to get it on the floor. She fires a dart from her back to JC Emerson, and she lays it in to make it a 17-point game. Mustangs continue cutting into that lead in the fourth. Emerson with a swipe, and now Argonaut trails by just 13. But Calaveras wouldn't let them get much closer. More sibling-to-sibling scoring. Madison and Bailey have the connection again for the three ball. Calaveras wins 68-56, and they would go on to wrap up the league title on Friday with a win over Amador.
When we come together, we pushed through it, and we got a 29-0 run, and it was just phenomenal. And I really love these girls, and I love playing with them, and it's just really fun playing against Argonaut always.
Tracy area sports coverage is presented by Tracy Toyota off Freeway 205 in Tracy, with you all the way. The final game of the season for Weston Ranch, where the Cougars get set to take on Sierra on a chilly Wednesday. 4 minutes in, the Cougars waste no time. Erin Silva kicks it from the corner. Alexis Chavez heads it in for the score. Weston Ranch takes a 1-0 lead. Timberwolves looking to respond back. Audie Garza takes a shot, but the ball sails just left. The score remains 1-0. Under 2 minutes left in the first half, Paul Pimentel Jr. connects with Emiliano Sanchez, who gets it in. And what does Sierra do when they tie the game 1-1? They take a team photo to celebrate. Heading to the second half, still tied at 1. Wingsum Sac-Hi with a soaring kick. Garrett DeRuiter takes a chance at it, but it ricochets off the defender. Adrian Ramirez is there for the kick, but Marcos Ariaza gets the save. Final minutes, Diego Garcia's booming free kick is saved by Anthony Ayala, and this one finishes in a 1-1 tie, which means Weston Ranch finishes in second place in the Valley Oak League behind East Union. Time now for the Players of the Week. These players are chosen for their standout performances from games played last week. Our first Player of the Week is Derek Claxton from Inderkum. Derek broke his school's single game point record, racking up 42 points in the Tigers' win over Antelope. Derek also led his team with 9 rebounds and got 3 steals. The Tigers now 17-1 on the season.
That's amazing. Our second Player of the Week is Darion Jenkins from Natomas. The Nighthawks exacted revenge over a Johnson team. Darion had 16 points in the win and hit a clutch three-pointer in the fourth quarter, giving Natomas its first lead of the night. Natomas now tied with Johnson for the league lead. Darion Jenkins and Derek Claxton are this week's Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us important tips so athletes can perform at their very best.
Here's Dr. Joseph Donnelly with this week's Stanford Health Tip.
Unlike a typical bone fracture, which occurs with a single traumatic event, stress fractures are the result of repetitive stress on a bone over time. Stress fractures can develop in many different bones in the body, but are common in feet, shins, and the low back. If they continue to play through pain, the symptoms typically increase and will persist even when they stop their sports activities. If left untreated, stress fractures will progress over time and can do long-term damage to the bone. Seeking early medical advice when pain symptoms arise is the best way to avoid progression of a stress fracture, and most can be treated with a period of rest followed by physical therapy.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game coming from the Valley Oak League. It's Kimball taking on Manteca.
And the girls from Antelope take on Vanden for a big-time girls hoops matchup. This is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Junk sleep is a slippery slope, America. Joanne here hasn't slept in weeks. Lousy bed.
You're right. I should quit my job.
Not a good choice, Joanne. Oh, look. Now she's making friends. This should go well.
Fill the bag, man!
Don't let junk sleep lead you to a life of crime. Go see the sleep experts at Mattress Firm. They train over 200 hours to find the perfect mattress for you. Unjunk your sleep at Mattress Firm.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium. The Valley Oak League is just as exciting in basketball as it was in football. 4 teams coming into the week still in the hunt for the league title.
The 6-1 Manteca Buffaloes taking on the 6-2 Kimball Jaguars Wednesday. We will have more Valley Oak League action later in the show. Kimball and Manteca is our first SunPower Electric game tonight. Our Brian Mueller was there.
Electric game.
Robert Aubrey, we have fewer than 2 weeks left in the regular season, and yet this is the first time these two teams have matched up here on Wednesday night in our SunPower Electric game. Now, the Valley Oak League is stout this year. Manteca sits in second place, just a half game above their opponent, Kimball. Starting with the visiting Jaguars, their big cat is senior guard Isaiah Baptista. He leads Kimball in scoring with a little over 14 a game. He's also handing out a team-high 5 assists. Manteca has a lot of balance in their offense, and we'll highlight 2 of their talented seniors, Justice Chase and Ryan Inderbitson. Both are averaging more than 12 points a game.
And speaking of seniors, it was senior night in Manteca. Congrats to all the Buffaloes being honored Wednesday night before our SunPower Electric game tips off. It was the visiting Jags, though, getting off to a good start. Chinedu Nwankwo with some good fundamental low post moves. He finishes, and Kimball is up 6. A minute and a half later, Kobe Harris kicks it out to Baptista, drains the 3, and Kimball up 17-8. Midway through the second now, Trey Moreland and Ramesh Kabiri play catch before Moreland knocks it down for 3. Buffs down by just 4. But the Jags would score 14 points in the final 2 minutes of the half. Benito Ruiz finding Harris to cap things off with the 3. Kimball up 17 at intermission. The Manteca faithful hoping for some senior magic in the second half, and they would get it. Inderbitson running the court, gets the lay-in to go, cuts the lead to 7 near the end of the third. Early fourth now, Buffaloes down by just 2. Chase to Noah Lyons, and you're going to see him roar. Lyons gives the Buffs a 1-point lead with the 3. We're tied now with just over 2 minutes left. There's Baptista again, calmly hitting the jumper. Kimball up 57-55. Back come the Buffaloes. It's the thrill of the chase. He drives and delivers, and we're tied again with 1:30 left. That's still the case with just under a minute to go. Harris going coast to coast. He gets the basket and the foul. He would make the free throw, and it's a 3-point Jaguar lead. That would still be the deficit now with just over 4 seconds left. Manteca trying to draw up a tie here. They'll get a good look at it, but it's just off the mark. And Kimball escapes with a 62-59 win to take sole possession of second place in league.
It shouldn't have been this close. We had a 17 lead at half, but I'm just glad we could close it out, end up getting that win. We really needed this one to move us up in D3 playoff rankings and in VOL rankings, and we're looking to close out this road trip this week.
Reporting in Manteca for the SunPower Electric game, Brian Mueller, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Parker Ream here at Antelope High School for a late-season non-league showdown between Vanden and the Titans. First quarter, Kalani Holloway gets things started with the 3-ball cash money. They keep it rolling in the quarter with just seconds left. Gianna Cresswell drives in. The turnaround Jay gets a little help off the bounce, but sometimes that's what you need. Vanden up 20-10 after 1. The second quarter is where Antelope came out with some fight. That sick crossover by Iviana Similton Babcock. She takes it all the way for the bucket. Then it's Aviana feeding it down low to Mary Carter. This 2 of her 8 straight points to end the second, and the Titans only trail by 1 at the half. In the third, tied at 29, it's Cresswell up ahead to Alyssa Jackson with a nice move to finish it off, but Antelope hung in there. Michelle Rice to Mary once more, and she gets the bucket plus the foul. Vanden up 3 heading into the fourth. That's when the Vikings stepped it up. Gianna gives it to Alyssa Jackson, and Alyssa pulls up part of her game-high 24 points. But the story of Saturday's game was Gianna Cresswell under a minute left, and she nails that 3 for 1,000 career points. Congratulations to her as Vanden pulls away and wins big.
it just feels good, like, playing for them, and to finally get it, like, through Vannon, it feels, like, pretty good. Like, I can't even describe it. I don't even know what to say right now. They definitely mean a lot to me. I mean, not only do we get along on the court, but we get along off the court. Like, we all love each other. We all get along with each other. And as you can see, we all support each other through everything. We all got each other's back. So this group of girls means a lot to me.
Hey, Mark Wills reporting out in Rockland, where Western Sierra Collegiate Academy hosting Sacramento Adventist Academy. Early on, Sac Adventist jumps out, shooting the three well. Blaze grubs to Jake Booty, and his corner three is right on the mark. Capitals by 1. Wiska jumps out to a 2-point lead when Vincent Lulong over to Mathis Klein. His three ball's good. Wolves lead 14-12. Second quarter on the steal now is Wiska's Nick Franti takes the rock to the hoop with the quickness. Basket is good. Timeout Caps. Wolves by 1. In the second half, Western Sierra kicks it in another gear. Nick Franti finds Vincent Lulong in the backdoor cut. Nice bounce pass and finish. Check out this deep three by Addie Cerna, who drains this from way outside. Caps down 9. Another steal by Nick Franti. Quick Nick to the hoop. Quick Nick with the one-handed throwdown. Wolves by 11. Good ball movement here by the Wolves as Camden Beal gets the pass from Lulong. Camden finishes with 17 on the night. Moments later, Franti steals the ball and scores on this tough shot. Count the bucket for a three-point play. When Booty picks up the loose ball and flips it over to Cerna, who knocks down another wide-open three. Sac Adventist still trails by 12. Make that 15 when Wiska's Klein drills another three. Ball deep from the wing. Sac Adventist Malachi Taylor with a little give and go to Grubbs, who gets it back, and in Caps not giving up. For good measure now, Klein with another three-pointer. Klein was the man from beyond the arc, finishing with 22 points as Wiska stays undefeated in league and is that much closer to a league title.
We just have a really good team this season, and then all of a sudden our whole team could start shooting threes, and I don't know. When we're making shots, we can't lose.
Coming up, the first place game in the Capital Athletic League with Capital Christian and Rio Americano.
Then you'll meet this week's inspirational athlete. It is Julian Cooper from Central Catholic High School. But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section, girls basketball top 10 poll.
Every day, the sun comes up. And right on cue, the work begins. We start every morning, knowing full well we are in it for the long haul. Our work is a labor of love. No task too small, no moment uncherished. And although we're not often thanked, we rest knowing that our work is making a brighter future. This is more than milk.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Welcome back to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports as we head now to Rio Americano High School, where the Raiders played their most important game of the season so far. Rio comes into the Friday night matchup with Capital Christian, sporting a 6-2 record in league play, needing a win over the 8-1 Cougars to stay in the league title hunt.
Capital Christian beat Rio last week by just 6 points. This time, it's Rio with home court advantage, the league lead in the Capital Athletic League. On the line, Rio Americano and Capital Christian Friday night.
Capital Christian on the road to take on Rio Americano in league play. Parker Ream on hand first quarter. Desmond Rushton gives the rock up, but wants it back, and for good reason. From the corner, he drains the three, and Cap goes up 3-0. Next possession, we'll have a good answer. Miles Lake drives in, kicks it out to Luke Mason in the corner for the triple. 3-3. Later in the quarter, Jaden Nolan driving in and finishing over the defender, and one opportunity for Jaden, and the Cougars were on the prowl, but Rio had a lot to play for tonight as well, trying to stay in the league race. Lake drives in, and the smooth finish there. Cougars led by 5 after 1. Second quarter now, it's Devin Lewis pulling up from the wing, and he drains it. Cash money, Capital Christian widening their lead, but the offense of Rio Americano stayed strong. Samuel Thompson muscling his way down in the post for the bucket. Half winding down now. Rushton with the nice dish down low to Micah Hobson. One dribble, and that one's in as Cap led 35-25 at the half. Third quarter, Cougars asserted their dominance. The steal by Desmond, and he takes it coast to coast for the bucket. Then, with just seconds left in the third, the dish to a trailing Anthony Garcia, and he pops the 3-ball at the buzzer. Cougars up 19 heading into the fourth, and they gave us the exclamation point, the steal by Isaiah Johnson up ahead to Garcia, and he does the rest. Two-hand slam, and Capital Christian clinches at least a share of the league crown behind 16 points from Devin and Micah.
I believe we can go as far as the championship. It's really just how we play. I think we can compete with any team in the city or in the state.
Each week we bring you stories of athletes who inspire us.
The world has been battling the COVID-19 pandemic for almost 2 years now. Many of us are required to make sacrifices to keep ourselves and those around us safe. That is a choice Julian Cooper from Central Catholic makes every day to keep his little brother safe.
We've had a lot of obstacles, I would say, up until this point into the season. If I had one word to describe our team, it'd be resilient.
Resilience, a trait that has been put to the test for most of us during the pandemic, and Julian Cooper is no exception.
It's definitely been something, not every normal kid, goes through and deals with. Being away from home for so long and not being able to see my family as often as every kid normally does, it's been a challenge.
Julian has been living away from home for the past 14 months to keep his younger brother, Caden, safe from the COVID-19 virus. Caden has an autoimmune disorder called hypogammaglobulinemia, a long way of saying Caden's body doesn't produce enough antibodies to fight viruses like COVID-19 or even the flu, which Caden has been hospitalized for many times in his life. Doctors suggest Caden stay quarantined indefinitely.
When I first got quarantined, I was really excited. And then now I'm kind of and I kind of want to go back to school. And I also miss my brother.
With no end to the COVID-19 pandemic in sight and in-person classes at Central Catholic opening back up, the choice was either keep Julian quarantined at home or find another place to live.
There started to be really some mental health concerns with the fact that Julian is a very social person. It was hard for him.
Well, it was probably about maybe 4 or 5 months into the pandemic, and she started talking about, I don't know how Jules is supposed to get back to school. I don't know how, he's really missing his friends. I don't know how we're supposed to do this. We just all agreed that if he needed somewhere to live, we had a room, he was welcome.
The Halversons opened their home to Julian.
When they first told me that he was going to live with me, I was really excited.
Aiden Halverson is one of Julian's best friends.
I've always kind of wanted like a brother. I've never had that. I have an older sister. I don't have any brother like older or younger. So when I found out he was living with me, I was really excited. And I think he was excited too, just to, be able to keep doing school and everything that's going on with him. So
you take the friends and the athletics away, I think you've taken a huge part of the high school experience and potentially great learning experience as well away. So
yeah,
it just seemed like the right thing to do and a natural thing for us.
They've taken me in, it was like treating me like a son that they didn't have. I was with them at their family's Thanksgiving. I was with them for Christmas, opening presents with them on Christmas Day. So it's been good. Like I'm very thankful for them and how they've treated me and brought me in as like their son, I would say.
But of course, Julian misses his family and his younger brother.
My little best friend, like my sidekick. I still talk to him every day. I see him as much as I can, and it's definitely we're like this.
I used to wake up every morning and then jump on his bed. We have to call him now, to say goodnight to him, which is weird. I used to just go in his room, say goodnight, but now it's kind of different.
At the end of the day, he knows why everything's happening, and he knows that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and things are going to change eventually. So he just has to tough it out like he is. He's doing an amazing job.
Both Cooper boys have been toughing it out.
Julian and I have had many conversations where he has said, Mom, there's 2 things I want you to be at. It's my senior night for basketball, and I want you to be at my graduation. Our relationship is very honest and open, and I let Julian know I I don't know how that could happen.
Normally when you think of senior night, you think mom, dad, siblings, grandparents, maybe like close family members, but knowing that like there's a possibility that that won't happen or it might not be all of them, definitely is like not a good feeling, but I know at the end of the day they would be if they could be there.
In my place will be Denise and Jimmy and their family. I could not have chosen a better family that holds the same morals and values.
I would just be forever thankful for being able to live with them for however long this lasts. And I don't think I'll ever be able to repay them and thank them, but it definitely, I don't know where I would be or how things would have played out if any of this wouldn't have been able to happen.
Julian is able to see Caden and his mom in person every few weeks when he gets a negative COVID test, and then they hang out in an outdoor space like a park.
And Julian's plans for college?
Yeah, Julian's plans originally consisted of him going a bit far for college, like Southern California, but he says he's been away from home long enough, and so now he's looking at local choices.
All right, very good. Coming up, our Mattress Firm Perfect Match, see Julian Cooper and his Central Catholic Raiders take on league-leading Weston Ranch.
Then it's Vista Del Lago and Colfax meeting in girls basketball. But first, here is this week's Spirit Corner featuring the dance team from Lincoln High School.
At Tracy Toyota, we're not just devoted to selling cars. We're committed to our community. We're donating $100,000 to help local organizations in Tracy. We call it Champions Thinking Heroes, like the Tracy Family Resource Center, who serve the local community. To reach our goal, we'll donate $50 for every vehicle sold. Check out our great lineup of new Toyotas. Our certified used cars come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Tracy Toyota, with you all the way.
We've got a problem, America. Junk sleep is what you get from a bed that isn't right for you. Keep calling Kevin Keith. Junk sleep. Left your laptop on the bus? Junk sleep. Can't straight think? Slunk Jeep. What you need is real sleep. So maybe it's time to ask yourself, did you get out of the wrong side of bed this morning? Or the wrong bed altogether? Mattress Firm. Unjunk your sleep.
49ers Sac-Hi Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stanford Healthcare, #1 in Northern California for orthopedics. And by SunPower, proud sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium as we take you to Stockton, where the Cougars from Weston Ranch come into this week sitting on top of the Valley Oak League standings with a 7-1 record. Elijah Mobley is averaging 26 points a game as the Cougars get set to face Central Catholic.
Central Catholic comes into the meeting 5-2 in league play, so this game comes with league title implications. The Raiders and Cougars met last week with Weston Ranch walking away with the victory. Mattress Firm wants to find you a mattress that is your perfect match, and each week we scour the section for the biggest game of the week. Central Catholic and Weston Ranch is this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match.
Let's get into our Mattress Firm Perfect Match, shall we? Central Catholic taking on Weston Ranch. First quarter give and go, and then another give and go, and finally, Christian Holmes just wants it, and he cashes in on the three-pointer. Central Catholic answers right back, though. Malachi Miller up ahead to Wesley Payne, who gets the friendly bounce, and the Raiders are ahead 11-4, but here come the Cougars right back down the court. Elliott Mobley, the no-look pass to his brother Elijah for the bucket. They'd keep it going. Elliott to Richard Banks on this play, who dumps it to Xavier Bell, and he does the rest. The bank is open at around 8:10 p.m. on a Wednesday night. To the second quarter now, the block by Christian up ahead to Elijah, and he returns the favor, feeding Elliott for the easy layup. Weston Ranch led 35-25 at the half. Third quarter we go. Central Catholic showing some life. Julian Cooper drives in for the smooth lefty floater, and hold on a second. This could be a game later in the third. The QB, Tyler Wentworth, gives it up, but gets it right back, and he lays it in. And the Raiders on the attack. Just seconds left in the third. CC down 6. It's Payne out to the corner for an open John Wright. And we love a good buzzer beater as Weston Ranch led 48-45 heading into the fourth. The first possession in the fourth, Wentworth to Payne, and he gets it to go. It's a 1-point game. Weston Ranch up 50-49 now. Central Catholic in transition. Wentworth to Armand Grual, and the heads-up play to give it right back. Tyler puts the Raiders in front. Cougars down 5 now with 5 minutes to go. Elliott Mobley drives in, and the floater is good. Weston Ranch down by 3, under 3 minutes, down 1. Holmes takes it down the middle. The feed to Elijah, and Elijah puts Weston Ranch back on top by 1. Final seconds now. Central Catholic needing a 2 to tie, send the game to OT. Armand and Wesley get a shot, but it's off the mark, and Weston Ranch survives and pulls out a gutsy win behind Elijah Mobley's 20 points. Parker Ream here at Weston Ranch High School. If there was a game to tell you how good the Valley Oak League is, it was probably this one. Came down to the wire. Weston Ranch got a decisive game and now plays Manteca on Friday, but they take the win against Central Catholic. Let them know, guys. Right now we head over to Christian first. Christian, big win for you guys. You head over to play Manteca on Friday. What are your expectations going into basically the end of league play and into playoffs?
I expect us to get a big win. We all play unselfishly every game. We all play like brothers. That's what we are. And, yeah, that's what I expect.
We head over to Elijah, the team's leading scorer. Elijah, you guys had a rough start to the season and kind of turned things around. What was the big difference there?
We play with a chip on our shoulder every game, knowing that this could be our last game no matter what. We know playoffs coming up. We got to just play like it's our last game at all times.
We end with Xavier. What was going through your mind shooting those last few free throws? I mean, they basically put you at the line for all of those. What's going through your mind in those clutch moments?
I'm just thinking about getting the dub. I mean, we worked very hard to get to this point, and we're just ready for the next game.
Mm-hmm. The next game, Manteca, what are you guys feeling about that?
We're feeling very good right now. Like you said, we play on a chip on the shoulder, so we're just getting ready for this one.
All right, guys. You guys take it out. Let's go.
Vista Del Lago travels up I-80 to Colfax to take on the Falcons in a non-league match. I'm Mark Willis. Vista starts the game off with the 3 as Linnea Jakubica connects with Kira Sadler in the corner. And Colfax has the answer to that as Macy Hyman, her set shot 3, deep ball is good. Grace Clark with the assist. Then the Eagles guard Sophia Lindahl drives, gets hacked, throws up the shot, and it's in for a 3-point play. Vista by 8. Colfax chipping away as Gabriella Bittner to the cutting Juliet James, and she gets hit and scores it. Falcons down 6. It's now a 1-point game with Ava Dunleavy drives the baseline, finds James down low, and she gets hit again, making the basket for another 3-point play. 19-18, Eagles leading. Then Jay Bittner swings it over to Gabriella Bittner, who drills this 3-ball, and the Falcons go into halftime with a 1-point lead. Second half, and the Eagles came out with determination as Sadler with the steal. She flies in for the score. Vista up 6. It's now a 10-point lead when Lindahl crashes the boards and gets the offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Jakubica drops it off to Ella Skrziniars, who gets it to the lane, and the bucket is good. Vista up 7. Make that 5 when Bittner picks up another assist to Clark, whose corner Jay is golden. Vista playing with lead late in the game. Lindahl passes it out to Rosie Conrad, who throws up a 3. It's good. Clutch shooting by Conrad, and the Eagles beat a good Colfax team by 10 on the road. Sadler and Lindahl had 15 on the night.
The McClatchy Lions looking to finish the league season undefeated over second-place River City Monday. Starting it off in the 5th minute, Susie Long is one of the fastest players you'll see on the pitch. She breaks free before chipping it in with the left. The Lions are on the board. It's 1-0 until the 11th minute. Gwen Seifert passes ahead to Molly Silva. Silva dribbles a bit before going in with the left, hitting the far corner of the net for another McClatchy goal. It's 2-0 Lions, and McClatchy looking for more in the 33rd minute. Watch this nasty move from Kate Zimmerman, dribbling it between the defender's legs before getting the shot off, but it is just high of the crossbar. River City trying to get on the board in the closing seconds of the half. Amelia Blunk finding Alexia Chavez upfield, but Alexia's shot is wide right, and we head into the second half with a 2-0 Lion lead. Here is Long driving towards the net. A perfect pass in front of the net to Savannah Lanetta. She tries to sneak one in there, but it's blocked by Roxy Medina. Minute 53, the Raiders' Ava Johnson gets free before taking a shot on goal, but there for the save is Rihanna Trials. 11 minutes later, McClatchy back with possession. Long fires a shot on goal, but watch this save from Drew Nevaez. The Raiders' San Jose State-bound keeper comes up with a phenomenal save, but it's the Lions with the last laugh. Kate Zimmerman goes top shelf, 3-0 the final as McClatchy finishes undefeated at 12-0 in league, the Metropolitan League champions. Coming up, senior night at Edison as the Vikings try to stay undefeated in league against Bear Creek.
Then it's Laguna Creek and McClatchy. This is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. We'll be right back.
The San Joaquin Athletic League is wrapping up league play. The Edison Vikings sit on top of the standings at 7-0 in league play, 18-7 on the season. The South, as the team likes to call itself, is led by junior Leon Mills, 26 points a game.
Zach Salon Navarro and Armand Singh are Bear Creek's leading scorers. The Bruins taking on the Vikings Wednesday night.
Senior night at Edison High School, the senior cheerleaders and players honored before the game as the Vikings get set to face Bear River. First quarter, Breland Reed Jr. goes driving to the rack. Reed dumps it off to Elijah Watkins, who gets the layup to go. Then watch this play from Reed. Breland gets the pickpocket, takes it back the other way, and finishes with the one-hand slam. The Soul Vikes are on fire to start this thing off. The Bruins trying to cool him down. Armand Singh passes ahead to Kejon Cole, and Cole gets Bear Creek's first bucket of the night, 6-2 Edison. Halfway through the first quarter, the mid-range shot is a bit off, but there to clean it up and put it back is USC-bound football star Devin Tompkins. Junior Jahan Williams was rolling in the first half. Williams landing that long shot from the wing. Bear Creek staying in it. Armand Singh gets the big-time block. Then it gets to Zach Salon Navarro. He grabs the loose ball, heads down the court, looks like he's going to make the pass, but goes the entire way himself. Jahan Williams starts off the second quarter with a bang, going strong to the rim, getting the bucket, drawing the foul, 23-8 Edison. The Bruins' Tim Vaughn passes to Lorenzo Leonard. A great pass by Leonard completes the give and go as Vaughn gets the and one opportunity. But Edison not giving away. Watkins with the long pass to John Taylor. Taylor goes flying to the rack, finishing with a picture-perfect reverse, a gorgeous basket there. Lorenzo Leonard becomes a menace, absolutely denying that Edison shot, but the Vikes strong from start to finish as Caleb Gibbs finishes off the highlights with the putback plus the foul. 63-45, Edison wins, and the Vikings are your San Joaquin Athletic Association champs.
Sam Berg reporting here from McClatchy High School as the Lions hosted the Laguna Creek Cardinals for some Friday night hoops. And the Cardinals started off hot. Array Young takes it down court and lays it in there with a nice two-step move. But the Lions had an answer. Narette Lewis drives it to the basket and lands his great left-handed layup for two. But the Cardinals were not about to back down. Zoe Tillery lands this floater outside the paint for a pair of points to increase the Cardinals' lead. And the Cards were looking to add some more, but psych, Aaliyah Wilson is there with the stuff as she says, not in my house, to end the first half. On to the second half now, and the Cardinals were picking up right where they left off. Young is able to fight through the Lions' defense and banks it off the glass for two. But the Lions were growling back. They pitched the ball around until it finds the hands of Kayla Stansel-Williams, and splash! She hits the three to keep the score close. Don't worry, Cards fans, you have some shooters of your own. Tillery steps back from behind the line, and bang! Nothing but net as the Cards extend their lead. But the Lions were on the prowl. Nina Kane receives the pass under the hoop and banks it off the backboard for two. But the Cardinals were not about to let their lead slip as Jasmine Howard fights through the defense and floats it in there for 2 points. But the Lions were not done yet. Saray White kicks it out to Tamaria Rumpf and she swishes it from downtown. Great shot there. But the Cardinals were looking for the dagger and they got it. Young shoots this long jumper from behind the line and hits the three-pointer to seal the deal Friday night. The Cardinals win their 19th game on the season with a final score of 69-54.
Each week we present the Scholar Athlete Award.
This week's Scholar Athlete Award goes to Mateen Rafiq from the El Camino basketball team. Mateen excels on the court and in the classroom, earning a 4.0 GPA.
Coming up, our second SunPower Electric game, the Oakmont Vikings taking on undefeated Ponderosa.
Then it's Vacaville and Rodriguez. But first, here is this week's Cal Hope mental health tip.
Call your healthcare provider if anxiety interferes with your daily activities. It's okay to ask for help. Your doctor can help you make the right play and deal with your worries and concerns during these challenging times. We're all going through this, so you're not alone.
Unjunk your sleep during Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Right now, get a king for a queen or queen for a twin and save up to $500 on our wide selection of top-selling brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $4.99 value. Or shop Hot Buys and get up to 50% off, like Sealy twin mattresses starting at $224.99 or Sleepy's twin mattresses starting at $159.99. In stock for fast delivery, only at Mattress Firm.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, what's next? What will COVID bring in 6 months, a year? If you're feeling anxious about the future, you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
The fate of the Foothill Valley League will likely be decided with this Monday night matchup. The Ponderosa Bruins come into the week undefeated on the season at 21-0, 6-0 in league play, with the 5-1 Oakmont Vikings right on their tail.
The last time these two teams met, Pondo pulled off the victory by just 3 points. This game is so big, we had to make it our SunPower Electric game. Nick Pecoraro was there.
Electric game.
Nick Pecoraro here with a Foothill Valley League game with championship implications. You want to know the last team to come into California this week with an unbeaten record still? Just one, the Ponderosa Bruins. At 21-0 and 6-0 in the Foothill Valley League, the Bruins are looking like the real deal behind Aaron Bliss, Nick Vonzibore, and Kason Cheney. But they've got a target on their back. Hot on their heels at 5-1 in league play are the Oakmont Vikings. Sophomore Kevin Hopp Jr. comes in as one of the section's top scorers at 27 points per game. The last time these two met, Pondo escaped with just a 3-point victory, so Oakmont is looking to come out swinging in this one. Can Pondo make it 22 straight without a loss, or is Oakmont going to step into the Bears' den and make a statement? We're going to find out tonight with our SunPower Electric game.
No Bears in hibernation this winter at Ponderosa. The Bruins student section was out in full force Monday night. Here we go. First quarter, Aaron Bliss with the defense that sparks the offense. 1 of 6 blocks for the big man sets up a Kason Cheney lay-in. Good start for the Bruins. But Kevin Hopp Jr. answers with a tough bucket in the lane. More on him later. Pondo ends the first quarter on a shooting spree from Nick Vonzibore. Here's Nick from the right side, and then here's Nick from the left side. To the windows, to the walls. 3 straight threes from Nick to close the first quarter. Pondo up 23-10. Other way, Oakmont's Brent Gill beats the halftime buzzer to keep the Vikings within 13. But to the third now, Aaron Bliss lets out some aggression on this dunk. Not that it's any of my business, but what did that rim ever do to you, Aaron, huh? Anyway, the third quarter would become the Kevin Hopp Jr. show. The Oakmont sophomore pulls the e-brake, stops and pops for 3, and then he gets the floater for 2 more. We've got Easton Elrod knocking down 1 of 14 Pondo threes on the night, but in the blink of an eye, it's Hopped on the other end, racing down and drawing an and one. I'm picking him up off my high school fantasy basketball waiver wire ASAP. Hopped had 20 points in the third quarter and 35 for the night, but Pondo still got a cozy lead heading into the fourth. Cheney, who went for his second straight triple-double Monday, talk about fantasy basketball, finds Jacob Florence, who led the Bruins with 22, and Hopped again cuts the deficit to 10 with just under a minute, but Pondo puts the exclamation point on this one. Vonzibore to Bliss. If you didn't just jump off your couch after that, you might want to check your pulse. Pondo moves to 22-0. What message are the Bruins sending to their playoff competition?
I mean, that's up to them. They see the record. They see it. We're just going to keep working. We're a team. We work together at the end of the day. We're all friends. It all works. The chemistry just works.
From Shingle Springs, I'm Nick Pecoraro with the 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
The 6-1 Rodriguez Mustangs taking on the 5-2 Vacaville Bulldogs. It's the second place game in the MEL. Vacaville jumps out to a 10-1 lead. Gavin Hamill with the bounce pass to Nathan Schnell, and Nathan with 9 in the first quarter alone. Rodriguez quickly closing the gap. Jarrell Victor with the steal. He takes it to the rack. Bucket and foul, 14-10 Bulldogs after one. Vacaville playing sound on D as Devin Sorsey Moore gets the big time block. A couple of minutes left in the half. Victor dumps it off to Malik Dawson, who goes in strong for the end one opportunity, but Vacaville not giving in. Watch the big man's ball handling. Schnell behind the back and to the rack. His teammates love that one as Vacaville takes a 7-point lead into the second half. Jarrell Victor with some absolute clutch shots late for the Mustangs, banking in the incredible fadeaway, but Vacaville never giving away the momentum. Gavin Hamill finds a lane, takes it the rest of the way, 54-47 Vacaville. Make it a 4-point game when Victor out of Timbuktu lands the long shot. I told you, clutch shot. But Vaca was putting in work down low. Sorsey Moore dumping it off to Schnell. Then off the inbound, EJ Groves to Sorsey Moore. 9-point Bulldog advantage. Rodriguez on their way to erasing the deficit with less than 2 minutes left. Joseph Gold drives up the baseline. Count the basket and the foul. Gold to Leroy Bryant. Bryant for 3, and with 30 seconds left, it is a 2-point game. Rodriguez puts Schnell at the line. He lands both free throws to take the Bulldogs out of reach. Nathan leading the game with 25 as Vacaville and Rodriguez are now tied for second in the MEL behind Vanden. Remember, all of the game footage we shoot is available for purchase on our website. Go to 49ers Sac-Hi-Sports.com and we will send you the entire game digitally.
Follow us on social media for lots of fun and exciting content. Our Instagram story is a great way to keep updated on scores and news and so much more. 49ers.Sac-Hi is our handle on Instagram and Twitter.
Coming up, Metropolitan League play with Grant taking on Burbank.
Then it's Lodi and Lincoln of Stockton for Tri-City League girls action. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports will be right back.
Welcome back to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. The Metropolitan League standings became a bit more interesting at the start of the week with both Grant and Burbank opening the week with Monday night losses, but the Wednesday matchup between the Pacers and Titans still the first place game in the Metro League.
Grant is 8-1 in league play. Burbank comes into the game 5-2, so the Pacers looking to creep up to a half a game back of the Titans if they could just win that game on Wednesday night.
You can feel the energy for this game up in the stands, and the drum line did not hurt one bit as well. Mark Willis on the case. Grant jumping out to a 9-4 lead. Jordan Bobo hits Josh Tregdor, cutting to the hoop. His shot is good, and we have a 3-point play. Then Rashad Brown shakes it up and kicks it out to Jason Matthews, who splashes it in from deep. Pacers up 8. Burbank makes a little run as Robert Holt with the steal and up to ahead to Omari Nesbitt, who throws it down with the right hand. Luther Burbank only down 2. Time winding down the half. Brandon Haley Jr. for Burbank steals the ball. Outlet pass right through the shot is missed, but have no fear. Ty Harrison is there, and he lays it in before halftime. In the third quarter, it was neck and neck. Matthews works it to give and go to perfection, and a little English off the glass or 2. Next possession, Grant's Luka Davis with the steal, and the outlet pass to the most explosive player on the court is Rashad Brown time as he throws it down with ease, but Burbank comes back. Vikings with the steal, and Haley Jr. tracks down the pass, whips it over to Nesbitt for a 3-ball. Burbank up 5. It's now a 2-point game as Nesbitt pulls up and drops it like it's hot. 45-43. Grant running now. Matthews drives and dishes to Tregdor, who goes over the defender and scores it. 54-49 Pacers. Jason Matthews' free ball was working well on the night, nailing down this 3-ball from Brown's pass. Jason had 3 triples in the game. Then it was the Brown dunk show starting. Got the hammer dunk there, and one more time he'll throw down another hammer dunk. Full disclosure, Brown almost had a windmill dunk in this one. Grant, your Metro League champs, and now it's time to start preparing for the playoffs.
We want to get the at least the 1 or 2 seed. You know, we want to have home court advantage. We want to play in front of this crowd. We got the band, we got everyone behind us, so we just want to keep winning now, get to play in front of these people and put on a show.
Heading now to Lincoln High School, the Trojans looking for a win over the Lodi Flames Tuesday night, and the Trojans come out aggressive. Kimi Aoki passes to Janae Mahan, who drives around the screen, goes up and in. Lincoln strikes first. The Flames looking to come back from the early deficit. A botched pass is recovered by Reese. Hohenfeiner, and Reese takes it herself, driving to the rack for 2. On to the second quarter, Lodi trying to cut the lead, but the Trojans come up with the steal. Mahan with the takeaway, fights through contact and scores. Lincoln up by 10. Right before the half, Trojans continue their attack, passing around the perimeter as Layla Leonard Roberts says, I want in on the action. She nails the long two, and Lincoln leads at 29-9 at the half. Midway through the third, Lodi continues to fight back. Mayer with a pump fake before banking in the shot. Now in the fourth, the Trojans not taking their foot off the gas. Janae Mahan to Kimi Aoki. Kimi finds Shelton in the corner, and Faith nails the three to extend the Lincoln lead. And the Trojan defense menacing from start to end as Shelton strips the ball away, throws a strong sidearm pass up ahead to Eliza Navy, who finishes the play. 4-2, and that does it. Lincoln wins in dominant fashion and will take home the Tri-City League Championship.
Brian Mueller here on the pitch at the Mary E. Grogan Soccer Complex Thursday to see undefeated Modesto take on Pittman. The Pride up 1-0 after a Jaime Suarez goal, but back come the Panthers. Adolfo Gonzalez boots this far side for the score. We're tied at 1. Later in the first, Modesto looking for more, but Sebastian Rios is up to the task. Final seconds of the half now, Leonardo Avalos working the end line and finds Angel Ayala, and Modesto takes a 2-1 lead, and the acrobatic Ayala celebrates in style. It's 3-1 in the second half now. Check out the smooth moves of Alexis Luna. Rios makes the stop, but Eric Cervantes puts home the rebound. 4-1. Then later in the half, it's Luna getting one for himself, staying patient, and finishing right out in front. The Panthers win it 5-1 and finish the regular season undefeated.
Coming up, we will choose the play of the week. I think it's going to be this play. Then again, maybe not.
But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section top 10 boys basketball poll.
Time now for the play of the week.
Our wild man Mark Willis will name off a few good contenders and then, in his very quiet, subtle way, award this week's play of the week.
Grant's Rashad Brown, the catch and the hammer jam. How about Edison's Breland Reed, the steal and then the jam. Love that one. Cap Christian's Anthony Garcia, the San Jose State football commit on Thursday, and then Friday he's throwing down a two-handed slam. Check out Drew Noveas of River City. Great punch save. Aubrey Tolliver loved it. I loved it. But you all know what the play of the week is. It's Nick Von Zabori going off glass to Aaron Bliss. Oh, man. Let's watch it one more time in slow motion. The undefeated Ponderosa Bruins still rolling. And that's the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports for this week. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
That was great.
Yeah?
That was a great play, and I'm Robert Braunstein. Join us next week to see how the Lodi basketball community is banded together for a wonderful cause. We'll see you there.